2010 women's tennis season is underway, and we are here with head coach James Dunwoody. And coach, give us your thoughts on the season.
Well, we've been practicing get beating each other up. We've been up at 5 o'clock in the morning. We've been lifting weights at 7 o'clock in the morning. The practice is over. I think the young ladies, as well as the coaching staff, is looking forward to competing. And of course, today we competed. We had a great time.
Coach, talk about your team a little bit and the makeup of your team. It seems like a very young team, but you have some pretty good veterans on this team. Talk about the youth and what you're trying to do with this program.
Well, we got the Henry young ladies from Atlanta, Georgia. Niana is the new lady. Nina is the sophomore. Both of them are very nice young ladies, and the parents are. You meet the parents, you can see why they're the type of young ladies that they are, because the parents support them. Just on the sidebar note, before I get back to that, we had a really good fan support today, and I appreciate it. We had a lot of parents drive in from their jobs and from their busy schedule to watch their young folks play. We have a young lady by the name of Kayla Cross, who is probably, I don't know, I expect her perhaps to get on the level of winning, but as a new person, she shows spark. She's very disciplined. She's got a mean streak in her, and that helps her on her tennis court. She has a tendency to grind and play hard. She needs some sprucing up on her volleys, but other than that, she can contribute to our team not only this year, but going forward. And then we have a young lady from Virginia, Chloe McSwain, new person who basically we're dissecting her game and reconstructing her new game. But she has some ability, and she has extreme ability in the classroom, on the academic side, and that's one of the reasons why she's with us right now in terms of what she can contribute, not only from a social and a character aspect, but what she contributes in terms of academics.
Now that you mentioned academics, talk about your philosophy on academics. It seems to be a big issue with you. All your players bring it up when they're talking. Talk about your philosophy on academics and the importance of it.
Brian, I don't have any professional tennis players. The closest person that perhaps I might have to a professional tennis player is this wonderful young lady to my left, and she's 1,000% academics. She doesn't make an A, she has an attitude. So due to the fact that I don't have any professional tennis players, my expectation is to have professional academics. When we have team meetings, I asked the following question. I said, would you rather win the MEAC conference or win the academic award? And my response to them was, as a coach, I would rather win the academic award. And they concurred with me. They felt that it's much more important that they be successful academically than on the tennis course. But there is no reason why, with the energy and ability that they have, there's no reason why that they can compete in both areas.
One senior on this team, Jamie Jones, talk about what your expectations are for her in terms of her leadership.
Jamie Jones, she's going to have stress on her during the whole season because she is the most seasoned person on the team. Jamie had a little health issue right after Christmas where she had to have surgery here in Greensboro before she went home. And Jamie at this point is probably operating about 80%. Jamie is an energetic young lady. She's a young lady that has a whole lot of leadership ability. So expectation is to dedicate this season to Jamie, and hopefully Jamie's goal is the same similar goal of her sister, who also graduated from HBU conference. At the end of her sister's senior year, her team won the conference. And it's kind of strange because at the end of her senior year, her sister also had to have surgery around the same time as Jamie had surgery. So the feedback that I'm getting from the parents is that this is not a coincidence. Don't worry, Coach, you're going to win the conference this year. So I'm taking that as pretty much a done deal.
A year ago, you came in mid-season. This time, you get them from the start. Talk a little bit about the advantage that gives you coming in fresh here in 2010.
Well, the standard is perhaps when you're coaching ladies in particular, the standard is minimum talking and lots of running. Because ladies always, they're highly intelligent, they're very vocal. So from time to time as a coach, you have to step to them and let them know that Tennis is a game of significant cardio, conditioning, muscle memory. So you just cut all the talking out and you go to work. And if you cut the talking out and you go to work and you get the right leadership, the team in turn will become teammates. The 5 o'clock in the morning practices develop teammates. In order to be a team, you got to be a teammate first. We've got through that first tweaking area of what it requires to be a teammate. Now we got to get in that area to pull all 8 young ladies together so we can have one unit. So everything we're doing presently is to prepare for the MEAC roundup, and to qualify for the roundup, they don't take all the teams. So what we're trying to do right now is prepare ourselves so that when we get to South Carolina, Sumter, South Carolina, we're going to be ready to roll.
2010 season has begun. Check out the schedule on www.ncataggies.com. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.